Welcome to Creative DIY with Momdas. Today I have for you a few vintage Christmas decor DIYs. First of all, I want to share this garland bunting or banner that I made last year. This is one of my favorite DIYs from the previous year. I made this little vintage looking with decoupage technique, and I have different Santas here and Holly and Berry intercepting, and I really love this banner. I'm going to make something in a similar fashion. Now one can use, I'll link this video down in my description box and in the card above. So something of this type, you can use ready-made shaped banner bunting pieces from your craft store if you have them, or you can just take a piece of sturdy cardboard and cut a shape out of it. That's what I'm doing. It's a corrugated cardboard and a strong one, and it will last long. Next, I printed out some patterns in checks. This is dull pink, a bit of dark pink that I printed out checks on an A4 size paper, and I'm going to place it, trace it, cut it, and then paste it. Just a humble glue stick will do here. So the slight edge which was outside, I just pressed it onto the sides so that it looks really nice and neat. Cover the back side also similarly, or leave it as you wish. Then I took a little bit of golden paper and adding another strip onto the top. Working with paper makes the craft so much easier, and they look beautiful as well. Then I took another star shape. I have shared before how to make a perfect 5-pointed star. So basically I took a 5-pointed star shape cut out from the same golden paper, and I'm going to glue it at the center of this. Next, I took some black watercolor in my brush and I'm just adding it onto the edge. So when I'm taking the color, it's touching the tip of my brush, and I am keeping my tip of the brush towards the edge of my banner. So this way there is an ombre effect coming. The edges are getting highlighted with darker black, and there's a gradient of color coming towards the center. So that will give it that vintage rustic feel. And define the shape further. I'm also highlighting my star as you see here. Next, I took a punching machine and I'm sliding it. It's a single hole, so it's much more easier to manage as far as it goes, and then punching a hole through it. So that way I can just keeping this in mind, I can modulate, I can regulate where all the holes are going to be. So I made some more of the same type here, like this, and I'm using this ribbon that I have, or a string. It's in gold color, and this will be stringing my banner together. So nothing much, I just want the flat line to come on top, so coming out from one side and going in the other, and this is the process I keep on repeating, and this gold will show on top, which is going to make it look even better. Now if you don't want it to move, just add a little bit of tape at the back side so that the ribbon doesn't slide. The stars I felt looked a little flat, so I used a little permanent marker pen and I'm drawing the lines, joining the tip of the star with the center and then on the inside edge like this. So this will give a little more definition to the stars. So this finishes this banner, and I think this looks really good. Both the banners are beautiful. I can just keep adding or making similar patterns and keep adding them to my decor. I like to call my crafts zero waste crafts because I tend to recycle a lot. Now you are looking right now at a cardboard piece. This is basically a cardboard or a carton that came as a delivery box for some food. We got some biryani to enjoy and I got this. So first thing, I want a triangular block. So you can use a wooden triangular block if you have one, or if you can get one. Otherwise, make one. That's my motto, make it. So I'm just making a big triangle, a tall triangle, an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle is something which has two sides of equal length. So that's my main purpose. So I took a pen and I'm just sharing it here. I made an isosceles triangle like this. I cut off a little base. I did not cut it off. I marked a little base of about an inch. Made another, this is my triangle, just outside it, made another line 1 inch bigger, and again outside another line 1 inch wider. Here is the edge of the other side of the triangle. Again a line 1 inch wider, space in between, so I marked another line. Then I went outside again another inch and marked a line. And because this is a cardboard, I just pressed it hard while marking the lines so that I can fold it like this. I haven't cut anything so far. You see, I can fold it neatly like this. And now I'm going to cut off anything that's extra. So always use blade to cut off the cardboard so that the strength is maintained. So this is the shape we are left with, and this is the base of the triangle. I folded it like this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm taking a scissors now and I'm cutting it off at 90 degrees till the corner of my triangle here. And once that is done, I'm going to fold the two edges, fold it in like this, and I want this portion to go in, right? I don't want whatever is extra, and I don't want, I can cut off or fold it inside. So see here, it's like this, and I can fold it inside, tuck it in, and it becomes a neat solid shape like this. A 3D shape is being formed. So I'm going to staple it and tape it to hold this thing in position. Similarly for this corner, and then I shall cut out another triangular piece like this and paste it on top of this so that it becomes a one solid triangular shape like this. So I have a triangular block. I've kept the brown paper side of my cardboard on top, hidden my printed side so that even if a bit of this cardboard is seen, it will look like wood. Next, I'm taking some black color on my brush. I'm using diluted color so that I'm going crudely over this to paint it all in black. I said crudely over this, but it has a system. So I'm going in one direction so that it looks like grains of wood once it's done. So I'm going to paint this whole thing going in one direction using diluted black paint. I diluted it with little water. and I'm going to paint the front as well as sides and the back as well. So after a single coat of black which has dried, this is how it looks. It looks almost like wood. You cannot make it out even in real life. So this is the base. Now just sit back and enjoy my painting process on this. My today's video is part of a huge collaboration called Santa Travel Around the World. Yes, I am joining a good number of YouTubers. We are 21 of them, or from all over the world, crafters, decorators, homemakers. So we are sharing our ideas for Christmas decors and DIYs in this collaboration. And this whole collaboration has been conceptualized by Janny and Dyanne, sweet ladies and friends from the channel Deco Easy. So there's a huge playlist. So I'm going to put links to Deco Easy channel and to the playlist for Santa Travel Around the World down in my description box for wonderful ideas. So here we have a Santa sign on a triangular tree-shaped block, a beautiful decor for any table or vignette. He is out to deliver gifts from his bags to every good children in the world in a snowy night. For the third DIY, I made this tag sign again out of corrugated cardboard. It had this black printed paper on this side which I'm going to use. I'm going to utilize the black thing, so I won't be painting. So I plan to make a mini wreath on top of this. For making the mini wreath as a base, I'm using this bangle. This is an old bangle which I no more use, and it has this copper color or vintage antique gold color on it. So I will not even paint this, so I'm going to use it as it is. So before that, I want to make a star. So you can follow how to make a perfect 5-pointed star. I have shown it in my previous videos, but still you can watch me make one. So I start with a square piece, fold it diagonally once, fold it diagonally twice so that I get the center point. Open it back again and join these 2 points so that I get this point. Then I fold the base towards the midline like this so that I get another crease in the center like this. Bring this to this point, press it hard, bring these 2 pieces together, press it hard, fold them like this. Now I find the smallest cut edge and the highest common edge, and now I'm going to cut a star out of it such that the smallest cut point is left. Now when I open it, now it's a very hard cardstock paper, so it was a little difficult, but then you get a 5-pointed symmetrical star out of it. I'll just cut it a little further so that it's more neat. So now once the star is cut, these pointed edges, I want them to be raised. You saw in my star and moon and bells mobile that I made recently how I made 3D stars. So I just raise these pointed portions and depress the in other sides, and thus I have a 5-pointed 3D star ready. So I'll make another star for my wreath. So I have made the second star also. Next, to add a little more of red and white, I took this little ribbon and I'm just going to make a little bow out of it. Small tiny one. So I need to adjust the loops. So once I'm okay with the length of the loops, I'll trim off the extra portion and cut them into V shape because they look nice and they don't fray that way. So holding the two pieces together, and then I shall cut V sections out of them. So I have a little bow. Then I take a jute string and I'm just winding it around my two fingers like this. Hold it together and I'm just going to fix them onto this to give a little more contrast and look like a bow again. And all this thing shall be glued onto this. So I'm going to tie it up with some more little bit of jute string again. A few words down below. So I'm writing the word joy. I must let this dry, but I'll just want to show how I'll finish it. I shall glue my bangle here or the wreath base here. Then I got this little piece of white floral buds, which will look a great contrast against the black. So I'm going to glue it in position here and hide the stem portion with the bow like this. Then this is slightly smaller star, so I'll place it next to this and this one on top like this. So I have a mini wreath with stars and bows and flowers and joy birds, and I have a beautiful sign ready. So here are all the today's DIYs. They have this vintage vibes about them. They have the black color in them, and there are a lot of people I know, my friends also, who love to decorate with black and gold. And I have made this garland in black and gold. It has lovely vintage and rustic feel because of the black shading and the dull check pattern. I really like this triangular block. It really looks wooden. And I love this dropping snow kind of pattern that I've made on it. This is Instagram inspired. And I love my happy, cute, happy Santa here. Look at his expressions. He's pretty busy delivering the gifts. Here is the tag sign with a mini wreath on it. And this looks very nice, very modern and beautiful at the same time, in spite of being in black and rustic colors. I really like the 3D effect of the wreath on this sign. Here is a gift box, a cookie or chocolate box in black and gold, on top of which I have kept one of my recently made trees by winding up fabric ribbon on a cone. And down below is the last year's banner with Santa Claus, Holly and Berry theme, decoupage, again a vintage flair. So altogether I think it has turned out really beautiful. Thank you Deco for hosting this collaboration, and it was great participating with such awesome lot of YouTubers. Make sure to check out the playlist down given below, and I'll see you soon with another DIY, another craft video. Until then, stay positive, be creative and be happy. And of course, if you like this, please give this video a thumbs up, share this, and if you're new here, welcome, and do consider subscribing if you like budget DIYs. Thank you so much everybody for your time. Have a wonderful weekend.